With over 800 million users, TikTok exponential growth is unheard of. Now with Instagram, it took 8 years to reach 1 billion users. Now TikTok is on track to reach this number for just half of the time. This video aims to further enhance your skill to be able to spot untraditional opportunity of generating an additional source of income. Now you might ask yourself, what is the connection between TikTok and generating an additional stream of income? I say everything. To understand the connection between TikTok and generating an additional stream of income, keep watching this video. Now to ensure that you won't miss any additional valuable information, follow my page and subscribe to all my social media. Dissecting TikTok. We're first going to look at advertisers. So advertisers are people or entity who are willing to pay for promoting a product or a service. Now, for those who don't know, I was blessed enough to have worked in a financial sector in many different roles. One of my main roles was to work in acquisition. Acquisition role is to basically bring new customers. So from a perspective of an advertiser, we care about three things. We care about channels, we care about customers, and we also care about costs. Now to simplify this and to give a very simple breakdown, for this example, I'm an artist and I have a gallery which I'm selling it in London. Now my core audience are people who usually make between £20,000 to £100,000 a year. Okay, my pieces are sold between £1,000 to £5,000. Now in order for me to be able to reach a new audience that fit this criteria, I've done my research and I realized that the next best place for me to sell my art will be in Paris, because that's the same demographic that I'm actually targeting. They have the capacity and also have interest in my art. So then I'll go and open a gallery in Paris. So this will be a new platform, a new channel for me to be able to bring new customers. Okay, now let's look at the cost. Obviously there is a cost of trying to gain customers. So obviously there's gonna be a cost of promotion, flyers, maybe collaborating with the local artists, and maybe obviously for renting the space. Now it has to make sense. I won't be renting a 1 million euros a month a gallery if my usual return on my art in a month is 10,000, 20,000 euros, for example. So obviously you need to understand what are the break even, what is your margin for actually operating a gallery, and obviously to making money. So this is something that people and advertisers obviously would like to understand. Now from a customer perspective, obviously the moment I know there's another owner that is not exposed to my art and they actually have a need to purchase art, that will be my motivation for going and targeting those specific clients. So usually on a new platform, the costs are way cheaper compared to your traditional or old school social media. Now, if I were to try to advertise on Facebook or Instagram or any traditional social media that is not TikTok, they have already they have a very working oil machine when it comes to advertising and promoting, so they will charge a much bigger amount. Now when a newcomer like TikTok, the cost will be way less because this is a new thing. They're trying to obviously engage with people and obviously to try and build their own revenue. So they won't be giving the same price that Facebook or Twitter or any other competitor will give you. They'll probably give you initially at a very cheaper price. So you have now a new audience, you have reduced your costs, and you have a very unique way to reach your customers. So this is basically what advertiser cares. Now let's look at content creator. Now the reason why I actually did this video, because as a joke, I actually participated with my sister in actually trying to make a video. I'm gonna share with you now the video. obviously I'm not a very good dancer when it comes to following certain moves and TikTok. Now, just because you're not very good at one thing doesn't mean that you're not suitable for trying to do a new content type. Now, TikTok is a very new social media platform. The sky is the limit. Do not try to say just because people are just doing dances or music or cooking or comedy, it means it's not the place for me. It can be anything for anyone, even someone that actually just showing how he fixes motorcycle, how he basically farm or anything. This can be really cool. Now, you might not have an audience initially, but eventually, if you look at the bigger picture, it might become a platform where for any person with any skills can share his idea or his creation to the world and obviously gain followers. And eventually, once you have a substantial amount of followers or viewers, you can then leverage it and start making revenue. So even if you're a musician, even if you're into painting or playing basketball or doing some crazy tricks or jumping from the mountain to a specific waterfall, it might sound silly to you, but for someone that in the desert or in a not very familiar landscape, he might find it very interesting and he's gonna keep following you and watching you and eventually help you to generate your income. So let's talk about users. Now, I would like to share with you a story that happened to me a year ago, where I actually presented to my team member and my manager about using TikTok as a new channel of targeting new customers, retaining customers, and honestly raising our brand within this new social media. Now, since then, the company has grown dramatically. So within a year, the user went up by 120 million users. In number perspective, it's 22%. Okay? Now, from a user perspective, I would like to come clean and say I'm not a TikTok user. I always thought it was silly, maybe not so silly anymore because everyone is doing it. Even though I thought it wasn't something for me, I didn't see myself consuming TikTok or actually contributing to TikTok. I still was able to put my feeling aside and actually look at the bigger picture. And the bigger picture at time is it's a new platform where they have new potential customers that I want to reach, and that's it. It doesn't mean that I'm in love with TikTok. It doesn't mean that I am using TikTok every day. It doesn't mean this at all. Now, this is the key thing of using and looking at TikTok and how you can actually potentially look at generating an additional income. The moment you're able to look at something that is not very traditional like TikTok or teenager dancing in front of the phone and actually look at the bigger picture and seeing how this might transform into money, a lot of stream of income, this is when you're gonna be in a very comfortable place and you're gonna be able to see a lot of opportunity where people do not see. So if this was helpful, please feel free to leave a comment or share this video. And I would like to hear what other subjects you would like me to talk in my next video. Regardless where you're from, I'm willing to take this challenge. Until next time, take care, bye bye.